I am so happy that you've come and joined me for my second episode of The Rose and the Light. Now, I haven't posted in a little while, and I'm kind of frustrated with myself. I don't know if you get down on yourself, but it happens to quite a bit of us. And when you don't have everything that you think you should, it makes it a little more challenging. How many can agree with that one? When you don't have everything settled, everything in life, that can be family, that can be friends, that can be school, that can be any social event, even church, gatherings, any kind of thing, where if you're not at peace with everything, it's going to make things seem like things are against you in the world. Now, how does this compare to what I've been talking about or in the last episode in here? Is because self-kindness, you have to be kind to yourself and you have to be a friend to yourself. It sounds kind of, what is the word? Kind of like, almost like arrogant or there's a word I'm thinking of that is kind of derogatory. It can be taken in a negative fashion, and basically almost like a narcissistic thing where it's all about you, and that's not the area that I'm coming from at all. If we don't feel uplifted in our setting, we can feel like nobody's being kind to us. There's no generosity, there's no friendship, there's no support, there's no anything. And I only can say this because I've been in this predicament myself. Maybe you might relate to it in some way. The fact of the matter is you can be your own worst enemy, which is kind of what I'm describing here. And what I mean by the own worst enemy is that you don't see what other people see about you. They say you are good, they say you have a lot of energy, they say a lot of positive things about you. And you look at it and go, huh? You're not talking about me. No, that's not who I am. But in reality, if you pause for a moment and take a look at it from the other person's perspective, you might discover that what they're saying about you is actually true. Again, I'm speaking from personal experience. And I'm coming back to this point because it was pointed out to me just in the last little while that I am very strong. And I just about laughed people out of the room. What do you mean I am strong? No, I consider strength not in the fashion that these people were looking at it. Somebody actually had to take the time and really turn the table on me so that I could actually see what they were talking about. And this is where I'm coming from on this. You might find that I'm kind, I've got a friendship, I've got anything to value, and the younger you are, the harder it is to see. And it's true. And I had no idea what they were talking about when they explained it. It's like, oh, wow, I really am strong. I really have a lot of value. And I didn't realize that because I've been through a lot myself. And maybe you have too. I'm not saying that you haven't. In fact, I'm quite the opposite. I'm saying that every single one of us has something that we've been through, that we are meant to go through, so that we can learn from it, grow from it, and help others through those similar situations. Or maybe we don't know what they've gone through, but we have enough understanding to be able to help them through those things, whatever. And I'm being very generic. In my particular case, I've been asking for a long time, what is my strength? They say your superpower. And I'm like, what? Superpower in me? Now, every mom knows that they are a super woman, or every dad knows they are a super dad. And if they don't know, they should know, because there's something in them that gives them that quality of being a mom or a dad. And it goes even deeper than that. It doctors, nurses, health professionals, contractors, you name it. I mean, everybody's got a superpower. It's just a matter of finding out what it is. And I thought this was nuts. I was like, my superpower, I'm a creative. Yeah, but that's not your superpower. Well, I like to help others. Yeah, but that's not your superpower. And then a lady actually came to me because I had been praying about it. I'm like, what is my, God, help me, show me, what is my superpower? Because I don't get this. What is meant to be there to help me to prosper, to uplift, to help others, and to honor your word? And this lady came to me and she said, sweetheart, you are a caregiver. That's your calling. And I just looked at her like, what? And I just about fell to tears when she explained to me that over my lifetime, I've been caregiving to so many people. Now, I'm giving myself as an example, but it's because that's what I have available. I could probably help anybody find their superpower, and now that I understand how it happened. Even clear to children, you can tell what their superpower is. And I only say this because when I was little, I was helping kids. I was helping kids through their strength, and I was helping kids as a kid in elementary school, in middle school, in the like school. I was helping my peers to accommodate to different situations or to get their things done or to whatever. And then it continued into adulthood, and I've continued to, and it even goes to parents. Parents are one of the biggest caregivers there is. If you're a mom or a dad, you are a caregiver. Does that mean that's your superpower? It could, but there are many other options of a caregiver as well. It doesn't mean that you're a caregiver. Maybe you are into health and wellness. Maybe your strength is helping others to build up and take care of their body. Maybe they're taking care of their home. Whatever it is that comes naturally to you, that is your superpower. And kids, I'm telling you, if there's any kids listening to this, I'm telling you, you are amazing. First and foremost, you are amazing. You are wonderfully and thoughtfully made. And every single one of you has a special gift. Every single one of you has a special gift. You might not know it yet. You might not be able to express it yet. Maybe you haven't, you're like playing around with things, trying to figure things out. That's the process. That does not mean that is your super strength. Some people, it's music, entertainment, doing all sorts of, the world is filled with people and their superpower. Kitchen works can be a superpower. I'm just going off on a tangent here of explaining different ways you can have superpower. And explaining that it took me until just recently. I was doing it naturally. I just didn't realize I was doing it naturally. Coaches, teachers, professionals in the, helping others, that could be your superhuman strength. And I say could be because if you're pushing it, if you keep pushing at it, that's not your superhero strength. Because if you're pushing at it, it's not going to work. It could work for a little while, but it's not going to work. So, how I came about this caregiving concept, and frankly, I was like, me, a caregiver, and it was an deep dive into what is a caregiver, and I was like, wow. I'm a caregiver and I do it naturally. I don't even realize it's just second nature. I just jump right in and I do it. End of question. So, my question to you is, what is your superpower? And do you know what your superpower is? By that superpower is how you spread friendship and kindness out into the world. I'm going to repeat this. By your superpower, whatever that superpower is, you spread your friendship and kindness. All natural. You don't even realize what you're doing. It just kind of happens. That's the beauty of it. So what I'm going to ask you to do is, if you are not sure about your superpower and what it is, I want you to feel free to reach out to me and ask me. Because I'm more than willing to help anybody who's trying to find that hidden strength to build upon. And that includes kids. Oh my goodness, yes, kids. The kids need it as much, if not more, than the adults, because they can actually, they're the base. They're the base of growth. They have that understanding, that belief in themselves. They're going to go out and they're going to share that with others. And it's going to boost everybody up. So that's why I'm really pushing on this superpower strength to help others build friendship and kindness. On the next episode, we're going to continue with this process and how we can help as we're getting ready to go into the holiday season. It's going to be quite the challenge because we have got a lot of stuff going on right now. Things are on the rise. There's homelessness, lack of food, lack of shelter, lack. And it doesn't need to be that way. We used to be able to help others and be ourselves all at the same time. And the crisis was not like it is today. In the city of Roses, my poor city, it needs a rebirth into friendship and kindness and helping others, especially those who are struggling. And that is my whole point. Let's find our superpower, let's utilize it, and let's help those that are less fortunate to be able to build them up. And the less fortunate may not be as less fortunate as they think. It might not even be like that. So let's take a look and see what we can't do to help each other to build up the city of Roses. Please feel free to leave a comment. Please feel free to reach out, and let's see what we can't do to help bolster this holiday season.